Yeah. So it's a video of Broner trying to skip out on a $2,000 tab, $2,200, right? I'm thinking to myself, this a restaurant tab. This a restaurant tab. What it do, Joel? What it do, Yolaholic? It's a video of him trying to skip out on a $2,000 restaurant tab. And I'm just thinking, Brody, why are you spending $2,000 at a restaurant? What are you doing? What is going through your mind? And that's why you broke. That's why it don't matter what they give you. They could give you 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. They could give you 1,000,000. They could give you whatever out of charity. Cam just threw you a few dollars for showing up drunk. He just threw you a few dollars. And you probably done drunk it and burped it and farted it already. That's why you broke. Michael, what it do? No Quan, what it do? Real talk. That's why you broke. It's like when they was talking about Tank fighting Jake, right? And people talked about being a legacy fighter. You had people arguing, oh, the fighters with legacies end up broke. Fighters end up broke. Yeah, they don't end up broke because they got legacies or because they fought for legacy. They end up broke because they spending all their money on dumb shit like Broner. If you actually had a legacy, you could parlay that into sponsorships, into endorsements, into things that will continue to make you money beyond your boxing career if you had a legacy. But if all you had going for you was your fight purse, well then yeah, you're gonna end up like Broner. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up like Broner. They tried to make it seem like, oh yeah, boxers end up broke because they was fighting for legacy. No. Boxers end up broke because they have the spending habits, a lot of them, and it's not just boxers, it's athletes in general, have the spending habits of a small child, of a kid in a candy store. Because why is Adrien Broner, that ain't been relevant in years, what he got, like 8 kids? He got something like 7 or 8 kids. Why are you running around spending $2,000 or better at a restaurant? You don't fight like that no more. You don't make money like that no more. What the fuck you doing? And that's why fighters end up broke. But let them tell it, nah, you shouldn't fight for legacy because you're gonna end up broke. Brody, you're gonna end up broke regardless as long as you don't know how to manage your money. You're gonna end up broke regardless. But I don't pity the dude, because ain't that the dude that told Jay-Z, suck my dick after Jay-Z offered him $40 million? Ain't that the same dude? Ain't that the same dude that was throwing money in the toilet? That's not the same dude? That's the same dude. I remember that dude. That's the same dude. So why the fuck we supposed to feel sorry for him? That's karma. Motherfuckers don't like the idea of karma. You know why? And they don't like to talk about it being karma. You know why? Because they know what kind of people they are.
Because they're pieces of shit.
You get what you put out. When you had money, you was acting like a fucking retard. Now, you are a fucking retard. So, ain't that about a bitch? I don't pity him. What you think? Because he a boxer that automatically shit is fucked up? No, there's a lot of boxers that after their boxing career, they got into other shit. John Molina became a cop. Mikey Garcia doing the real estate thing. Him and his brother, Robert, they doing the real estate thing.
Bro, even George Foreman sold grills.
That's one of the more obvious examples. They need smaller ones because they think that, oh yeah, because you an athlete or because you a boxer, you off top gonna come out fucked up. No, it's just the motherfuckers you like always come out fucked up. Because what you like is they fucked up shit. Broner is a clown. Always been a clown. Always, forever. The only difference between Broner now and Broner then is now he's older and broker. That's it. That he was doing this same kind of shit before. Same
Wait. So
shit.
AB spent 2 bands at a restaurant?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
couldn't pay. He
it
couldn't
That's
was it
pay.
was
remedial shit,
it
bro.
was it was sad. It's kind of like, bro,
That
what
nigga's
Yo, it's
the
not
stupid,
fuck?
sad.
bro.
It is not sad,
No,
undefeated.
It it's it's a
Es que tú eres una buena persona y tú tienes,
el
tú,
pito largo.
eso es lo que es. Porque
Yeah.
I wasn't sad. I was like, and I'm not laughing at your misfortune. I'm laughing at, yo, is this the same dude that was throwing money in the toilet? This the same dude, right?
Goofy ass.
He was literally throwing money in the toilet. Bueno, manín.
Literally flushing his fucking money down the toilet. What a dumbass.
Bueno, manín.
Yeah.
You get what you put out. Eso no lo
Hurricane
que es.
Hank says AB always broke.
Always
Shit.
broke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like con el dinero, ese tipo, I know that at some point, you know, he was swimming in it. He was getting money. He's a hot commodity, lots of future prospects. Y tú viste dinero that most people not going to see, that the construction worker on a construction site, he's not going to see money like that. The
Yup.
money that the restaurateur, when they start their little restaurant, you know that most restaurants fail within the first year. The small business owner does not have as much startup money as Adrien Broner likely blew on prostitutes, alcohol, drug, and I'm supposed to feel no, bro, no. You do something stupid,
It's
stupid shit happens.
Bro, John Molina became a sheriff. What else? A sheriff. I think Jesse Vargas is trying to be like something in Vegas, like a mayor, or he's running for senator or some shit. Jesse Vargas, fucking Andre Ward became a New York best-selling author, bro. I
Right?
mean,
Fucking New York Times, bro.
New
Fucking,
York
I read
Times
that shit
bestseller.
3 times, bro. Like, what
Shit.
the fuck you talking about? Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, que cuando yo veo un idiota, porque he's an idiot, and that's why I never liked him. Like, because you're literally an idiot, bro. Like, you're just dumb. It's not because you're a boxer. That's bullshit. There's many good examples of boxers who parlayed the success that they had in the ring into other things. Even Mike Tyson is a great example. Mike Tyson lost it all, and he was because of the legacy that he had. His name was still worth something well after he retired. It was still worth something. He's been in movies. He's got the podcast. He could do public appearances and people will pay him to speak. He had a tour where he's just up there talking shit and telling jokes. They paying him because that's what a legacy will get you if you have one. If you don't have one, oh nah, you try to skip out on the tag. You know, I don't pity that shit. Better do something with your life.
You know Jerry Cooney. He started He started a program for fighters after their fight career and know how to do construction shit and plumbing and all kinds of stuff. I was like, that's cool, you know. I mean,
look at fucking Joe Smith, bro. Joe Smith had a tree pruning business. Has. He took his money from boxing and put it in that shit. You know that you could buy. Es que la gente de verdad, and it's because I'm older that I see it. Ellos piensan que la vaina nunca va a cambiar. You know that with a simple snowplow, if you get you one of those snowplows to retrofit your pickup truck or your 4-wheel drive, whatever you got, right? You know you can make money with that, right? You can make money with that. As soon as winter rolls around, because every place ain't like New York where the garbage truck is going to do it, where it's municipal. Most places plowing roads is actually private. The state will only plow the major roads, the major arteries, but the smaller ones, no, that's private, homie. So you get you a pickup or a 4-wheel drive or whatever, right? And you got one of them plows on it, you get money just with that.
Yeah.
Just with that.
Mm-hmm.
So you got guys que ellos le están dando, ponlo tú, manín, ponlo tú, Herb. You give a guy $600,000, you know that there's people that are never going to see that much money all at once? They're never going to $600,000, and they complain. You know, the fighters complain that, oh, the purse was $1 million, but I only got 6, I only got 7.
Shit,
Bro,
you know how many prostitutes you could buy with 600,000?
you know what I'm saying? So with that 7, yo, you do what you do, and you take 100,000 and you just leave that over there. 100,000 is still more than most people are going to see, and you know work it out. But when you don't make the money, you don't make money. When all you do is spend money, okay, well, te jodiste entonces. Te jodiste. And what kills me about Broner is he tried to do like the hustler thing. Like, Brody, you not a hustler, because if you was, you wouldn't be broke. Like for real, you wouldn't be broke if you really was like that. There's a million ways to get money. I'm not trying to be that guy, but when you get the sums of cash that he got, yeah, there's a lot of shit you could do with that money. You didn't do anything with it. You burped it, smoked it, farted it, and spent it on likely prostitutes and shit. So I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
it
if
is
you
what
if
it
you
is.
end up with that much money and you end up with nothing, that's a skill issue.
Yeah, bro, like that shit ain't some fucking mystery. Like we could see where the money went. It went to your fucking liver. So it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Or
Fuck,
bitches.
yeah, like what? Like you obsessed with bitches? That's the other thing. Like you still like a dude in high school that's still like
Yeah.
He's in his mid-30s, bro. Like yo, what the fuck is your problem?
So he's one of those dudes that peaked in high school and is always in the rearview mirror.
For real, yo. Like you peaked already, Bronor. You know, so I mean, I'm just waiting for the next arrest at this point. I'm
Yeah,
waiting
that's
for him
messed
to
up.
rob.
Yeah.
I'm
I
waiting
think
for him to try to rob the Wawa or the 7-Eleven, whatever they got in Ohio, whatever
It's gonna be the
he
I
quick
got
think
trip.
over there.
I think he's probably gonna end up shot, bro. They're probably gonna shoot him.
No, I said that. Undefeated, I said that I could see him getting shot. I could see him getting
God.
out of pocket with the wrong. I'm not wishing that on him. It's just it's possible because yo, you always saucy. Every time people see you now, you saucy. Every time people see you now, you out of pocket. Somebody ain't gonna give a fuck that you a boxer. Somebody ain't.
Somebody
Like yo,
they shot his friend Robert Easter. Shit, why not?
you know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And when the fucking last time we seen Robert Easter? You see what I mean? So
They gonna say slip and roll with this. Bah!
right, duck and roll this motherfucker, bob and weave this, blow. You know what I'm saying? So hey, motherfucker, this shit is real out
You
here,
know,
bro.
speaking of guns, I actually just got gifted a weapon today for helping my friend move.
Oh, that's what's up. What he gave you?
You gave me a SIG brand
Some
new.
bit. 6
A
inches.
SIG 2021
Mm.
9mm brand spanking new, like never been shot.
No shame. No shame. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it in Texas. If you help somebody move, they'll give you like a Beretta. A little
Yeah,
Beretta.
yeah, real shit. That's how they do down here.
You want my 6 Sawyer? I got you right now, bro. You know what I'm
Desert
saying?
Eagle,
Smith and
baby.
Wesson, I got you.
Man, fucking Desert Eagle, bro. You gotta guns ain't for everybody, and motherfuckers need to go to the range to find that out. I remember when I took my shooting test, right? And it was this little bitch. She trying to get her license too. Dog. She didn't have like, you know, a regular Glock. Glock don't have you got recoil, but not really. If you ever shot one, like that shit don't do nothing. She had a fucking revolver because she was getting she had a fucking revolver.
Hey, nah, don't shit
The
on the
fuck?
revolver, bro. They leave
No,
those
what,
things
but
and they
let me
don't
tell
jam.
you. I think she had the 38. I think it was a 38 snub
Oh,
nose.
like a 38 special is crazy. That's a big caliber.
And it was because where she was gonna be doing security for the place that she was gonna be going to. I guess they used revolvers wherever she was going. I don't know. It was some bullshit because everybody else had a Glock and she had a revolver. Yo,
You fucking clean this foot or what?
I don't know, bro. But yo, when she was taking the test, motherfuckers had to stop. She was such a fucking bad shot that the bullet was ricocheting in the shit like the bitch.
I know you fucking lying, bro.
Yo,
Oh,
it's
you're
like, yo,
banned.
all
They'll
right.
ban your ass down here.
Yes, they took her out. It's like, yo, you gonna do your shit after everybody done. It's like, yo, you gonna do your shit. You gonna do your shit after everybody done, B. I was like, yo, dog, like,
fucking
But
crazy,
you know
bro.
why she picked that gun? You know why?
no, she didn't pick it, bro. It was part of her site that, you know, the average site, at least where I'm at, you're gonna have a Glock. You know, and Glocks in general was like the white T-shirt of guns. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's the
the
basic
white
No, but
T-shirt of guns.
was that gun hers?
Yes, in the sense that she brought it, but it's because that was the gun that she would be patrolling with also, that style of weapon,
No,
that
no, no, but
style
that's-
of firearm.
That's my point. You know why she picked that gun? You know why? Because she looks cool and pretty.
No, es que
No,
yo
was it like a
no,
little,
no,
was it a little stubby one, or did it have like a long, like barrel to it?
no, it didn't have a long barrel. It was the little shit, dog.
Okay, a little snub,
the
yeah,
little,
little 38
the little
special.
impotent shit, the little shit, the
A little
special shit.
prostitute pistol.
Yeah. And the reason, and like I said, the reason that she had to use that particular firearm to take the test is because that would be the model of firearm that she would be patrolling with whatever site she was going to go to. and she is a little bit like she's like 4'11", maybe 5 feet tall, and it's like, yo, you should not have
Oh, wrist all fucking limp and
you
shit.
should
Oh my
just
god.
have mace. They should just give you mace and a whistle.
Bear mace. Just give me some bear mace and a
Man.
fucking
A flashlight, German
Did you say a
Shepherd.
whip?
I'm saying mace and a whistle trouble.
I thought you said a
grape
whip. I
whistle.
thought you said a whip.
No,
My
no, a
bad.
whistle. Like, just give her some mace if the shit getting hairy. Get the mace out.
A fucking whip. Yo.
Bro, what the fuck she gonna do with a whip? Bro, she could barely handle a fucking 38, and the shit was crazy. Like, the recoil was crazy for her because, well, one, her wrists were very dainty, and you could see that. And she's a very small person, so it's like, bro, if you can't handle the recoil on that, you shouldn't be shooting shit. Or even that, I don't know, go lift some weights or something. I don't know, like, you shouldn't be shooting shit. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to have a firearm. To make a long story short, and when I took that test, that was when I realized that guns aren't for everybody. Guns aren't.
Yeah, because I mean, a 38 special, them hoes are nice. It's got some good stopping power, and they don't jam. But those aren't for everyone, bro.
Fucking Glocks jam. I had double action on my shit. On more than one occasion, I had double action on that shit. For those that don't know, that's when the magazine, that's when the bullet in the magazine and the bullet in the chamber get lodged, and you gotta know how to deal with that shit.
Just
Fucking
pain in the
Glocks,
fucking
man.
ass.
Fucking, they really do jam. Like, you got to clean them shits. Luckily for me, that happened both times at the range, so it's like, well, it's in a safe environment, so it's a safe.
Yeah, it's a
environment.
controlled. Yeah, you're good there.
Controlled environment. You know what I mean? And I did the slick shit, like I did the Charles Bronson. Like, most people practice with the light on. I practice with the light off. So if I can hit this motherfucker with the light off down range, I can hit it with the light on when I take the test.
That's me when I fuck, bro. I fuck with the light off.
Gotta fuck with the light
Your
off. Fuck 'em
Soyo
up.
says Real Talk does happy endings for pew pews.
Pew pew pew.
Fuck you.
The fuck?
Motherfucker said, you sucky good, sucky.
Me love you
Yeah.
long time.
Love you long time with the red light and shit. But yeah, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like,
I was so fucking old when I realized that came from Full Metal Jacket.
from who?
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sucky.
Yeah, I for the longest I didn't know that soundbite came from fucking Full Metal Jacket.
Sucky good. So
You fuck with
Broner's broke, Brim. What the fuck?
I mean, you mentioned that like that's a surprise or something.
Damn.
I'm saying, bro.
Unfortunately,
Go ahead, bro.
unfortunately, but I mean that's what happens when you live a lifestyle and then you don't continue to make the means to keep up with it, and then I mean, it is what it is.
And you know what's
Lifestyles
sad?
of the rich and shameless. Some die with the name, some die
Some guy
nameless.
nameless.
You don't know who that's from, Brim. Brim, you not old enough to remember.
Yeah,
that song.
I
You
mean,
know who that is,
Yo,
bro.
the Lost Boys, rest
Come
in
on,
peace,
bro.
Ricky Todd.
1, 2 for my man Pretty Lou as I rest with the stress of my New York City crew. As we continue, I'm gonna have to download that later. I missed that song, man. I was young, I was getting blowjobs in the staircase. It was fucking great. Don, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Don, do Donald Trump talking about Adrien Broner's money woes.
We've got him in a very good investment plan right now. Adrien Broner's doing really well. And you know what? People are talking about it on the internet. It's a big
Millions
story.
and millions.
It's a huge story. People are all talking about it.
Huge.
And you know what? I don't care if he took a dump on that hooker in Vegas. It's okay. We really don't care about that. Adrien Broner, you're my man.
Oh shit, dog, that was fucking gold, bro. But yeah, like something unfortunately, and I'm not joking when I say that. Undefeated just said it. I said it the other day on the live. Something unfortunate is awaiting Adrien Broner, and I'm not just talking about being broke. You fucking around too much, bro. You are fucking around way too much.
You playing with fire, dog.
There's something bad gonna happen.
We need to get low.
What the fuck was it that caught my attention? Right, tonight, what I would like to discuss and debate among all of you is who do all of you have ranked at pound for pound number one? I have yet to make my decision, but I'm very close to making it just based on the existing parameters that I like to use. And, I uploaded a video earlier. Brim saw it. A couple of guys saw it. That while Terrence's win over, and let me just set the stage for you guys. While Terrence's win over Canelo Alvarez is monumental, pound for pound really is about overcoming size with skill. And Canelo did not have the size over Terrence that Fury had over Usyk, or AJ had over Usyk, or Daniel had over Usyk. So on that predication, who do each one of you rank as the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport right now?
I still got a Usyk, bro. It's like undebatable if you ask me.
One for Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk, then Bud, then Inoue.
Two for Usyk.
In that order.
The reason why
Usyk
Usyk does not get the vote for pound number one, because we said a career heavyweight can't be the number
It's
one
not
on
a
the pound for
career
pound. No,
heavyweight.
I'm not done.
It's
Let
not
me
a career
finish. They got let me finish. This context to what I'm trying to say. Thank you. A career heavyweight can't have, to be the number one in pound for pound. Well, if that's the case, then if we're using 52 pounds or 32 pounds difference within a heavyweight, even though Usyk did come up, from cruiser, that means that any person that starts at heavyweight, and he started heavyweight at 210, but he beat somebody that's 260, are we gonna automatically put him on pound for pound if he does great things, or does the rules change for that? I just want to get a full understanding, because I mean,
no,
what
you
Usyk
want to
did
fill?
is-
No, Brim, you're filibustering because
I'm
you're
not
asking
filibustering.
rhetorical. You are, because you're asking a rhetorical question without giving anyone the chance to answer it. You
Okay,
already
well, let me give you a
answered.
chance to answer it. I apologize.
No, wait a minute. But you already, if you're gonna say no, Brim, and you already know better, because if you're talking about a heavyweight who started out as a heavyweight, you said it yourself. It's not for career heavyweights, and Usyk is not a career heavyweight. Everybody knows that. So,
But what I'm saying though is you can be a career heavyweight, become a champion, and fight somebody that's 40, 50 pounds more than you. So do we automatically, so that heavyweight rule goes out the window just
It's
because
not
you
a
started
career
in heavyweight?
heavyweight.
It's not even that. It's that this is so left field. Do you know a lot of guys who basically characterize what you're saying and win a
I mean,
title?
I wasn't even trying to think about who it was. I'm just bringing the point of that because you're using that as the argument to put Usyk
No,
over
I'm
Bud.
not. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
Because
because
Usyk's
it's
not
about
a
pure
career
pounding.
heavyweight.
No,
It's
but you're
not.
talking
But
about
Usyk is not.
I'm using
What
that
you're
as an
doing,
example. I'm not talking about
what
Usyk
you're
being a career heavyweight. Hold on one second.
Yo,
I need you to
stop
stay with me. Stay with me.
muting
Give me
all
one
right,
second.
you can't filibuster.
Jesus, man.
Filibuster.
Give me a second. I need you to
Explain.
stay with me. Hold on one second. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. I only brought that up because you can have a situation where a career heavyweight can be 50 pounds less than another heavyweight, but that's not Usyk. We know that. But what I'm saying is that when you add that dynamic to it, you're diluting it to some degree, because even though Usyk did not come from heavyweight, can we say that AJ and Fury is more skilled than Canelo?
My fucking
Yes.
Cowboys lost today. God damn.
Okay,
My fucking
one.
ass is itching.
I think Fury's
This is
clearly more
making
skilled
my.
than Canelo.
This is no. It's not even that. It's that the argument of pound for pound never required the heavyweight to be as skilled as the smaller man. All of these are negatives. All of these are non-starters, because the whole argument of pound for pound always centered around size. It's in the name, pound for pound. It never required the heavyweight to be as skilled as a smaller man. All it actually required him to be is bigger. Since Sugar Ray Robinson was thought of as being far more skilled than his heavyweight contemporaries, who were more popular, but in the opinion of the people, not as skilled, it never required those heavyweights to be as skilled as Sugar Ray Robinson. All it required was that they be bigger. That's it. You're adding shit to it that has nothing to do with it. Fury is not required to be as skilled as Canelo Alvarez. No, he's not. He's not required to be that. All he's required to be is big enough that Usyk must overcome him with skill, since he can't overcome him with size. That's it.
Fucking Cowboys.
Okay, I have a question about that. Can we in the future apply the same formula to Usyk to trump every other fighter in the pound for pound list? Because look, what Crawford did, I'm sorry, nobody's gonna do that shit.
No.
No. Undisputed three-way, no. Nobody's gonna do that. A cruiserweight moving up to heavyweight and being undisputed in two weights, yeah, I can see that. So
It
that's
doesn't
gonna
happen.
be the argument.
You can say that, Leo, but if you look at the annals of boxing history and the anus and the sphincter of boxing history, it's happened less than a handful of times.
Yeah, but when this has happened,
You're talking about Crawford. You're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
And what I'm telling you is, with Crawford, you have to understand that it's just It's symbolism with Crawford. It's symbolism with the other 9 fighters. It's just symbolism. It's not reality. Only with one of them is it a reality. Only with one of them.
Okay, but my following
And let
question
me
is-
add to this and shut the fuck up.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you, country. Just because you're there.
That wasn't even country. That's fucked up.
Oh damn.
When Roy went up there and fought John Ruiz, and I wasn't a fucking kid, my memory is fine. He goes up there, he fights John Ruiz. He's pound for pound number 1. Nobody argues nothing on that predication. Nobody argued nothing. It was Roy and everybody else. On the predication, this dude started out here and he ended up at heavyweight and he beat a heavyweight. Wasn't even the best heavyweight at the time. He did not do at heavyweight what Usyk just did. He did not do that. He had one fight there against the subpar champion who was not thought of as being the best in the division at the time, like Usyk took on the best in the division at the time. So if that was enough for Roy to be number 1, why are we now restructuring it when it's Usyk who had a longer run at that weight?
Because Crawford's American.
Nah, man, because I love Usyk, bro.
I don't think Brim is against Usyk. I do think there's partiality there. I noticed the partiality and the recency bias when, and I'm a machine. I'm from Cybertron. You guys get all caught up in your fucking feelings about what just happened. Where I'm still back there where it's like, no, the only guy who proved my skill is much better than their size in a real life setting, in a real fight, was Usyk.
Yeah.
See, this is why I gotta push back just a little bit, because it's not about feelings. Because I love Usyk, I think he's the shit. But Usyk will never be a 3-division undisputed
because there's no other division to go up to.
Yeah, because he is a 3. He's 3-time undisputed.
Yeah, but see, you're making it about undisputed more than what it's actually about. It's not about undisputed, though, is it, Brim? It's not about that. Undisputed is an earmark that you use to rate fighters against each other. In this conversation, yeah, it matters. Of course it does. But it's an earmark. It's all an earmark. What Usyk did is not an earmark. It is literal. You don't have to wonder if he can hang and bang up there. You just saw it. You've been watching it for 5 years.
Yeah, but Usyk didn't start it. You use Roy Jones as an analogy, but Usyk didn't start at 160, dog. He started only the one division below heavyweight. Usyk is, to me, he's arguably number 1. Don't get it twisted. I just think that what Crawford just accomplished, to me, in the whole scope of things, I gotta put him slightly above Usyk.
And no, stop trying to sneak in, Leo. I think that's favoritism.
It is.
I'm going to call it what it is. I think that's favoritism because I'm just doing numbers. I'm going off of what this is supposed to be. What is this argument supposed to be? And what is pound for pound really about? Is pound for pound really about who went undisputed more times? Not really. You can use that, but not really. What pound for pound really is,
no matter what they weigh, who's the best?
Skill versus weight. This guy's way bigger than you. Can you beat him with your skills? Now, we measure the skills. This is where undisputed comes in. This is where accomplishments come in. We measure those skills based on what you can accomplish. But all of that is in the absence of an actual fight. All of that. Crawford's not going to heavyweight. Inoue not going to heavyweight. Stevenson's not going to heavy. All of them are not going to heavyweight. None of them, except for one guy. One guy that did it.
Here's a comparison. Can I just throw something in? Can I just throw?
Wait a minute.
I'm going to say
no, wait. I felt sexy. Wait, I felt sexy. Wait, shut the fuck up, Leo. Wait, shut the fuck up. I felt sexy. I'm gonna do it again. One guy.
You fucking stupid, bro.
He's wild.
No, Julius,
I can't believe being called for being favoritism, though. And I love
this is how I know you're full of shit. I'm going to tell you how. I know your fucking list. I know your criteria. When you added weight. When?
Wait, I don't. Wait a minute. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, wait a minute. Don't do that. Leo. No, wait a minute. Maybe pound for no. Pound for pound may be new to you, but weight, like I added weight pound for pound. I added that.
Pound your criteria. Pound your criteria on the screen.
My dude.
So who would win, Usyk or Bud, if they were at the same weight? Skill for
It says
skill.
weight classes. It
I don't
says
know.
world titles.
Usyk.
I literally don't know. I don't know.
Who did
I
Usyk say? Who Usyk say number one pound for pound?
That's
Who
Usyk.
did
But
Crawford?
what the
No,
fuck
wait a
does that
minute.
Who did
matter, bro?
Usyk
That's such a
say?
gay
Who
argument.
did Usyk say?
Hold on, bro.
So what?
Okay,
So what?
y'all gotta shut the fuck up. Y'all not Julius. I'm Julius. You understand that shit?
Orange Julius.
Who did Crawford say was pound for pound number one?
Usyk. I did that for shits and giggles. I did that for shits and giggles. I know that Bud said that about Usyk as well.
You
Can I just
come
say-
at this from every conceivable angle, and all I'm saying is, to me, if you want to have Bud at number one, you can. I'm not going to argue that down. But based on what pound for pound actually is, Usyk still has a stronger argument than all of them, because none of them are ever going to go to heavyweight. For them, it's just a theory. For them, it's just a postulation. It's just symbolism. This guy actually went up there. And Leo, to answer your bullshit, well, I shouldn't have to put that in the fucking criteria. When you know the story of pound for pound, right? Do I have to explain the whole fucking thing?
Yeah. No. You don't have to. But that's the same shit you just said. Put you on your top of your fucking criteria. What about that? About weight classes, about world titles, about all that shit. Put that shit, yeah, and we're good, because the only one that has a list is you. We don't have a list. You're just asking. That's all I'm saying.
Julius, can I throw something in?
I actually do have a criteria internally.
He doesn't have a criteria. It's whoever his favorite fighter is that month. Go ahead,
Who?
Roman.
Who, me?
So, hold on.
Yeah, you.
Bullshit.
So Julius, Usyk is fighting at heavyweight, and heavyweight's the only division where you can have disparate weights when fighters fight. Usyk's coming in at 220 pounds. He's fighting a 6'8" Fury who's 265 pounds. By comparison, that would have to be like Crawford coming in at 168 fighting Jay Apataya at 200. That'd be like something like that. That's how impressive Usyk.
And that's the point I'm making, Roman, that let's just say I take all the weights that Crawford moved up for the fight that he just had or whatever the fuck it was. It still would not amount to the discrepancy in weight between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. If I added it all up, it still wouldn't.
Somebody asked the question though, bro. I think it's a good question.
Hold on, let me read these super chats. Gervonta Davis is 3-time baby belt undisputed. He's the greatest. Alejandro said Julius is actually an alien. Yes, I'm an illegal alien. I'm Guatemalan. Alejandro said Usyk beat my uncle at carne asada. He's a great fighter, your uncle. He just couldn't win that fight. Go ahead.
Somebody asked, so Usyk is pound for pound number one until he retires, even if Bud became 4 division undisputed?
I would say Usyk is pound for pound until either he retires or gets beaten, because that's the way it was when Roy was pound for pound number one. It took for Tarver to beat him for him to lose that spot. The rules didn't change. The rules didn't change. And that's what I think about boxing fans, in the sense that Crawford just beat Canelo. And that's awesome. Like, I'm not disparaging that. If you want to have him at number one, have him at number one. But I've been wrestling with myself. Is beating Canelo bigger than beating Fury? And no, the heavyweight division has always been the granddaddy of all weight classes. Anything goes. If a guy has 50 pounds on you, oh well, deal with it. That's what it is to be up there. What have I been saying? Crawford, Inoue, Stevenson, Lopez, any of them will never walk into a situation where they are outweighed by 30, 40, 50 pounds. That will never happen. That did not happen last Saturday. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
And we're only because people are the way that they are. It only seems minuscule now that Usyk did this because, well, that was several months ago and this was last Saturday. Recency bias. When I'm like, nah, it's really not the same thing. Like, he beat Canelo. That was amazing. Like, I think it was amazing, but that's really not the, pound for pound is you're bigger, you're way bigger, but I'm better. It all centers around that David and Goliath dichotomy. Yeah, you're bigger. You're 273, and I'm 221 or 225. 225 of me is better than 273 of you. 6'3" of me is better than 6'8" of you. That's what pound for pound is.
How about this, Jules? I got them both at 1, and then the next person will be 3. How about that? Fuck out of here.
George said only heavyweights that qualify for pound is if you move up. Exactly. So I gave it some thought because I saw people getting passionate about it when I made the argument. I haven't updated my list yet because I also have to think about who deserves to come in now that Canelo's been ejected. There's a vacancy. Canelo's been ejected. Who should I add? So I'm taking my time with that. But I was just thinking about it that, like, yo, dog, overcoming somebody that's 50 pounds heavier than you, Crawford had more working for him with Canelo than Usyk had with Fury. Crawford had reach on Canelo and about 1.5 inches in height. Usyk had none of those things. That matters, you fucking pricks. Now you sit and think on that. You sit and think on that. No, you
What you
shut
calling
up.
prick, you dickhead?
No, it's a valid point, but at the end of the day, what we are doing is we are not considering really that we're not talking about the fact that he beat the champion, beat two champions, one unified and one the WBC. We're just talking about Usyk is a fat fuck, so he should be what's the word? Fury is a fat fuck, so people should praise Usyk for beating.
These styles already made that argument. Okay, so you're just trying to borrow a page from him.
I
Fury
don't
is
follow
fat
this
fuck.
style.
Go fight.
It's called great minds think
I
alike,
don't
Jules.
follow
Fuck
this
out of
style.
here.
I fought fat people, okay? And fat people ain't for play. All right, fat fucking people hit hard and they can take shots, okay? Their neck don't give me a skinny tall person any old day of the week. Fat people, no. So don't tell. Oh, because Fury was fat, Brody. There's never been an era of heavyweights where they were all body beautiful. Honestly, I mean, there's always been a couple of fat guys running around. Always. In fact, a lot of them are fat guys. You know, David Tua, he wasn't body beautiful. He was just a burly fat guy who hit hard. You know, so get the fuck out of here, Leo. Joel said yes. In every weight class, you have one punch to win the fight, but even more at heavyweight. Skill versus heavyweight. Fucking right, Joel. Fucking right. Now you pricks think on that while I smoke this cigarette.
It ain't that deep, you asshole.
Go change your fucking criteria, fucking prick.
Fuck you, Leo.
Fucking Jules, man.
Now it's talking about 20, 40 pounds.
He's smoking Virginia Slims today.
I'm gonna fucking
No cool pork.
search for his fucking criteria because he couldn't shut the fuck up about his fucking criteria for 4 years. Now he wants to talk about Usyk. Motherfucker.
Jules has officially become a tourist, man.
A motherfucker has to be 5 times undisputed because somebody beat fucking Fury. Give me a fucking break.
You tell him, Leo.
I can't believe this dickhead called me
Fury,
on
Leo.
recency bias. Like, what the fuck y'all mean, bro? I love Usyk. I think he's fucking. I mean, listen, this is a very tough argument. I'm not even beefing off of it, but. Damn, Jules fucking trying to make it seem like I'm on some old bullshit. Like I do have an actual criteria. You
Brand, we know you pro-Russian, bro. We know you Vladimir Putin. You don't like him because he's Ukrainian. We know, bro.
Wow.
All right.
No,
it's all right.
Listen.
Listen.
No.
It's the brim job as usual.
That I know y'all. I'm not getting a good brim job today. I can tell you that right now.
No, but honestly, I'm not even mad about. I'm not even mad about Julius' speak. I think it's too close, in my opinion. But the fact that nobody can be pound for pound number one because Usyk beat a fucking fat fuck as in Tyson Fury.
Leo.
So that's
a pretty good fight. Fuck Leo.
Fuck with the butterbean though.
Leo, I hope this happens in our lifetime. Check this out. That we got a guy, but he's a heavyweight, right? Be 220 pounds. He start off as a heavyweight and end up beating ass of the people of 260 pounds and do something kind of close to Usyk. I want to see what Jules say then. Now, he never was cruiserweight, so where you gonna place it? You gonna use that same rules? Then everything gets convoluted when we talk about
it's
heavyweight.
disingenuous just saying that Fury is just a fat ass. No, he is
I didn't
actually
say. I didn't even mention.
foot taller and he had half a foot of reach on him.
You ain't even getting my point. I never said that about him being a fat ass. That never has been my point.
When has Crawford ever beaten someone with a longer reach than himself?
Never.
No.
Okay, when has he ever beaten
Didn't
somebody
Brady
that was
Prescott have a
actually
longer
bigger than
reach than him?
himself?
Didn't Brady Prescott have the same reach?
So the same reach isn't longer though, is it?
I don't know. I just threw it in the air, bro. Stick and
Okay, but
fucking
what I'm
stick. What
saying
the fuck
is
you want
that
me to do
Crawford
here?
has actually always had a physical advantage, and that was his reach. That was
Even
something he could
Canelo,
always rely on.
he had a
That's
height
not. You
and,
can't say the
physical
same thing
advantage.
for Usyk.
Yep.
Hey, check it out. I got something for you. All right, look, I'm an old dude, right? I'm probably the oldest guy on this panel, probably, most likely. But back when I came up, when I was watching boxing back in the '70s, and then my research backwards, the history of boxing, and I first learned this pound for pound. To my understanding, pound for pound means best in the world. Ain't no motherfucking list, no 1, 2, 3. Pound for pound be best in the world. So when they came up with this list shit, they lost me. You know, so I don't know. I didn't really got no argument in that race right there, but I know what I grew up thinking pound for pound was. I didn't think it was about your pounds against my. I thought this meant best in the world. You know, so
This is like the argument that Julius is making is. I'm talking about the argument. I'm not talking about Usyk. Usyk is way better than the fighter that I'm going about to say. When David Hay, he was competing on cruiserweight where they moved up to fight Valuev. Okay, Valuev looked like a fucking Neanderthal. He was very big. He didn't have any hair in his hair. By beating him, that make him a pound for pound number one? I don't think so. It was good because when I watched the fight, like, that shit is crazy. This guy Valuev is huge, but I don't think you should be considered be a pound for pound number one just for doing that. Now, what Usyk did wasn't just doing that. He beat Joshua, he beat Fury, he beat Daniel Dubois, coming back from Usyk, from cruiserweight. But yeah, it cannot be just that. And fuck you, Julius. How are you?
You fucking prick. Joel said Usyk and Crawford didn't KO the guys that were number one in the new weight class. Unlike Crawford, Usyk now has proof he has skill and KO'd a heavyweight. A fair point. A fair point. But the main before I pass it to Herb, the main thing is that pound for pound really is about overcoming skill with size, and we all get to the answers we get to with different earmarks. Now, some of us share the same earmarks that, yes, it absolutely matters if you're talking about fighters like Crawford and Inoue against other fighters that, these guys became undisputed at multiple weights. Those earmarks are enough to keep them ahead of other fighters. But the guy who actually went to heavyweight and literally dealt with that discrepancy that, look, this guy weighs a lot more than you. This guy is noticeably bigger than you are. Very few of those fighters like Inoue and Crawford and all of them will ever find themselves in a situation where you definitely ain't got reach. You definitely ain't got height. You definitely ain't got weight.
No, because you know what? I think it's disingenuous to say that Crawford is the pound for pound number one fighter, and then in the same breath say that, well, David Benavidez is too big for him. Bivol is too big for him. Better Biev is too big for him. Well, guess what? There ain't nobody that's too fucking big for Usyk.
And thank you, thank you, Real Talk, because that's kind of what brought me to it. That people are looking at the David Benavidez fight for Crawford. Robert doesn't want him to have it. He says it's too much size, and that's when it clicked. That like, well, he wouldn't be dealing with anything that Usyk didn't have to deal with. I don't expect Crawford to fight David Benavidez for that same reason, though. I understand, but isn't that the point? You look at a guy like David who's got a couple of inches on Crawford, couple of pounds on Crawford, and that still isn't more than Usyk had to deal with in Fury. Crawford is the one who said that, yeah, Canelo's not actually bigger than me. He said that. Bo Max said that. They're like, yeah, he's not actually bigger than Crawford. There's no fucking question that Fury's bigger than Usyk. And Usyk out of his own mouth said, I have to eat my way to heavyweight. I hate it. I have to always eat to be up there. He is smaller than those guys. Where Crawford and his team were saying, no, we're not actually smaller than Canelo. We campaign smaller, but we're not smaller. So you make that what you will, Leo.
No, and I gotta keep buck, bro, because a lot of the people who are saying that Crawford's pound for pound number one is coming from Americans, bro. And it's like,
and here's the other thing.
Americans are just desperate to be at the top of the pound for pound again, bro.
Yeah, here's the other thing. Can I just throw in?
You talked enough, Leo. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, so here's the other thing too about Crawford is that you're not hearing him want to talk. He's got the belts now. You're not hearing him want to talk about fighting these great guy or bigger fighters now, like the Benvenides or anything. He's now talking about going down to 160. But and people I've seen say like I'm upset about like all these people that want Crawford to fight everybody. Well, then he's got the belts now. They already did that with Canelo. Like, why are you not fighting Benvenides? Well, now you got to fight the best guys now. So why not a Benvenides fight? Why not a Shiraz fight who's got a size advantage? Why not go and fight Bivol or something like that? You're going down to 160 to fight who? I mean,
no, and that's the thing, that Usyk wins the undisputed, and he didn't go back down to cruiser.
Yep.
He didn't go back down to like, okay, I got it, now I'm leaving. No, he defended it. He defended it, Leo.
You know
Over
what?
the country.
Who else?
And he knocked dude the fuck out. He knocked Tony Bellew the fuck out at the end of his career.
No, Julius, I think what you're saying is valid. But you know who else came up from a lower weight class and is now dominating heavyweight? Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
Yeah, is she number one?
Not really, because if you look at the,
why not?
If you let me tell you, you thought you won.
Right back, Leo.
Yeah,
you thought you won. You know that Clarissa. Shut the fuck up. You know that Clarissa, in spite of dominating at heavyweight, her opponents didn't outweigh her. You know that, right? That they all weighed about $175.
No, eventually he's gonna fight the fight.
I'm just saying. You brought her up, so let's fucking talk. Let's fucking talk.
Let's talk about it. Because eventually,
get on him, Jules. Get on him.
The heavyweight division is gonna
You're
fight
taking testosterone, Jules.
It's the fucking pounds, bro. It's the fucking pounds. Now, Vanessa Joannese did not weigh 200 plus when she fought Clarissa. She weighed 175. Danielle Perkins did not weigh 200 anything when she fought Clarissa. She weighed 175. The girl that she just fought is not a heavyweight. She's actually a light heavyweight. Guess what she weighed? 175.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking Argentinian.
No, you're telling me that she needs to fight a really fat bitch.
Yo, look at fucking Michael in the chat, bro. Michael's crying like a bitch.
You need no. It's not complicated. It's in the name, and I noticed that people see the name and it doesn't process. Pound for pound. Pound for pound.
Hey, Jules, check it out. I was telling the guys when you were gone that when I grew up, because I'm an old bastard. When I grew up, it was just pound for pound. There was no list. It was just pound for pound men best in the world. It was
one
no
guy,
list,
bro. When we were kids, it was one guy. It was we didn't do bro. They didn't spend time sorting the list of the top 10 or the top 15. There was one guy that you thought that if he were a heavyweight, he would beat them. It was really just like one guy. It was really like one guy. Then, after a while, they made a list, and it gets guys like us arguing and shit like that. But yeah, it's about pounds, though. It's supposed to be at its base is another version of the David and Goliath story. That you're bigger, but I'm better.
You're old.
And fucking Michael needs to shut the fuck up more than anybody. You know why? He didn't even want that fucking fight. Now his homo ass is in Canada jerking off the Netflix replays and shit.
He's talking about, stop hating on Bud. Shut the fuck up
fucking
and present
homo.
an argument.
He's a fucking homo, is what it is, because he was the main one complaining about that fight. He was the
Fuck
main
you, Michael.
one.
Dog eating hoe.
He won't shut the fuck up.
His nipples got hard and he's jerking off with Hey, stop hating. You gonna tell me to stop hating?
His little bitch ass is acting like he didn't see me. I'm like, bro, stop fucking crying and maybe present an argument for why Crawford should be over Usyk. You're just talking about you mad, bro. This is why we all know you're a prepubescent little shit.
Fucking homo. But back over to the real man. Not the Mike, because he's Canadian. He's they don't really hit puberty in Canada.
You're doing too much. No, shut the fuck up.
Sitting down. You pee sitting down, bro.
I had to talk shit, Leo. I had to talk shit. They got more hair in their chest in Chile than they got in Canada. I'll tell you that shit. Best rapper you guys ever made was Drake. That's saying a lot.
Justin Bieber, sir. Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber,
sir.
Justin Bieber. What about them Bop kids? They were from Canada, right? Bop, bop, bop. The Hanson brothers, 3 kids. They had long hair.
Huh?
Look. The point is that Michael's from Canada. And
Hanson.
Come on, Hanson. yeah. The point is that your example is invalid, Leo, because Clarissa didn't actually fight anybody that was outweighing her. Even the girl that was taller than her, granted that Danielle was noticeably taller, they weighed the same, 175. She didn't have to overcome overwhelming weight or any of those things. Like, no, y'all both weighed in at light heavyweights. To really, and that's why I invalidate her heavyweight run, because it's more of a light heavyweight run. You can go look 175, 175. She's had 3 fights at heavyweight supposedly, but they were all at 175. So
yeah, why I brought that shit up? Because I know those quote unquote heavyweights, they are not heavyweights. Neither is Clarissa. But in my opinion, it's not enough that a 200-pound fat bitch goes there in the ring with Clarissa Shields, and Clarissa Shields is going to box circles around that bitch, and that's going to make him.
But Leo, you also know that the women's heavyweight division does not have the depth of the men's, so it's already a non-starter. What dominant heavyweight was she up there fighting? There wasn't one. That's why they gave her 3 titles that nobody was holding, because there's nobody up there.
No, I understand that the level of competition is abysmal in comparison with the men division, but this is my problem. Really, is about not so much about the argument. It's about fucking Fury. You're talking to me about Fury that is signature wins against fucking Wilder and nobody when a manufacturing career. You're talking to me about Tyson Fury, the motherfucker had to rob an MMA fighter in his debut.
Okay,
so you
okay,
should
Leo,
go there
all of that is fucking great, but then I want, if it's so fucking easy, because that sounds like the argument, well, those heavyweights are dog shit. They're dog shit up there. Okay, then let's see an influx of individuals go up there and do what Usyk did.
No. You're talking about Joshua, it's granted.
No. Don't be a fucking homo. Don't be a fucking homo. If it's so fucking easy, let somebody else do it.
Fury spent like 3 or 4 years fighting with Wilder. Then he fight Dillian White, a wash-up Dillian White, and then he went fighting Ngannou. Nobody could have fight Tyson Fury. That's my point. Because he was busy doing other shit. So if you're talking to me, no, Fury, this is a pinnacle of Usyk's career. No, to me, it's Joshua. That's all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying is, if it's so easy, right? I hear people say that the heavyweight division is the weakest it's ever been. It's a weak era, and yet I don't see an influx of light heavyweights or cruiserweights going up there and doing a goddamn thing except getting beat.
Yeah.
This era ain't that weak. This era is comparable to the 80s.
No. You could count on one hand how many guys from cruiserweight actually went up there and did something. You could count on one hand how many guys actually went up there and did something. It's not a lot, because it's not easy, and it's because of the obvious. When a guy has that much size on you, he doesn't need to be as skilled as you are. He's got his size working for him. What happened to my favorite example is Linares and Cano. Linares was a 3-weight world champion and lineal at motherfucking at lightweight. He goes up there, fights a fucking gatekeeper, and because the gatekeeper is a little bigger than he is, he annihilates him. Where Loma struggled, the pound for pound Loma that got sat on his ass, right? This guy goes up there, fights Cano, he gets packed up in 1 round. And why? Because the guy was a bit bigger. Don't fucking tell me, Leo, and country.
No. Shut up. Shut the
fucking country.
Look.
Fuck you, Jules.
We're gonna see, okay? Because you're gonna have to see that shit, because you're gonna have to jerk off every time a fucking cruiserweight moving up in weight to Kevin.
I am gonna jerk off. You think I'm not? Listen, let me tell you one thing, Leo. A cruiserweight doesn't have to win a title at heavy for me to jerk off. Threaten me with a good time.
when fucking Okoli gets a vacant title of fucking, I don't know, fucking Pulev or something like that, and wins a title, all of them, you're gonna be jerking up upside down.
Yeah, but you also have to admit, once again, we all think that Lawrence is dreadful to watch. But if the guy does, he did manage to win a title at cruiserweight, didn't he? He did, and he did manage to win a title at Bridger. He did. So if he wins a title at heavy, you can't really sneeze at it either. It's not easy. It's not easy. Otherwise, more fighters would do it.
No, that's what do you think I am saying? I'm saying that Usyk is trash. That's why. Do you think?
But I think that you're making winning a title at heavyweight, right? I think that you're making it seem easier than it actually is when the track record shows that, you know what, it's not easy up there. You know why? Up there, more than any other weight class in boxing, you ain't got to get hit but once. We just saw that with Wortley and Hooney. Hooney's got the amateur background. He's got the footwork, the combinations, the speed. One shot, bro. That was it. That was it. One shot. That's all it takes up there, bro. And it's difficult up there. Shout out to George. I Shields as the best, even if her personality sucks because of her obvious cucumber envy, constantly calling out male fighters. Well, look, I've always viewed Shields as misandry. Maybe some of it is trauma, right? Maybe some of it is trauma. And look, I'm not trying to be fucked up, right? I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just trying to be honest. But she's got a complex, and you can see that. She's always getting arguments about her looks and how she hates light-skinned broads and shit like that. Like, yeah, you got a complex or something, huh? You know, a part of this misandry is you feel a certain way. I know there are a lot of guys in Twitter that would love to squeeze her ass. Undefeated says it all the time.
At 154. At 154.
At 154. You know,
yeah, not heavyweight. Nah, I ain't got that heavyweight dick, bro.
No, on a catchweight. Okay.
At a catchweight.
What the hell are people hang up with dark skinned people? I'm always working on my tan, dude. Any chance I get.
I think look, in fairness, if we're gonna do the Bill Maher thing, there is a legitimate reason that perhaps some individuals are running around with a complex because of the history of this country. All right, like that. There is a legitimate reason. Yes,
that, you look good with
no. Wait a minute. No, I'm telling you that it is embedded in the history of this country. That like for example, if you're an '80s baby, Don. All the good looking joints that they would put on TV, they always made it a point to make them light skinned. Lisa Bonet, Vanity, Ray Dong Chong. If you was talking about they perpetuated that, and that wasn't really reality. Like, no, there's lots of great looking chocolate joints, but there was a moment in this country and its history where they did do that. So that's where I believe that complex comes from. However, I say that in 2025, if you still feel that way, that is you. Because there's lots of joints out here that they out here. They got ass, they got titties, they doing what they do. That's you that feel that way, not everybody else. There's plenty of people that like different joints. You know what I mean? That's just you and your self-consciousness that you have.
There's legit something wrong with that bitch. Cause I remember when she tweeted out talking about, I can't wait to have Papoose baby. Y'all hoes are gonna be mad. Like, why would you want to have a kid to make people mad?
Bitches
like,
mad.
What?
What kind of 12-year-old shit is? What kind of 12-year-old shit? Bitch is gonna be mad. Like,
I ain't gonna even defend it, but it's probably from the people that talk so much vitriol to her to want her to do not do good in life and not have the things that you would want to have in life.
Bro, how do you stumble with a baby?
But Brim, don't you think that means that she spends an awful lot of time? Don't you think that means that she spends an awful lot of time thinking about what people think? They're like, you want to have a baby for that? That's an odd thing to say.
That's why that statement is kind of odd, because you're not having it for that, but you're just letting out one statement.
Are you sure, Brim? Are you sure?
I mean, if that would be her main reason to have a baby, that would be very, very troubling. But I just don't think that's the case. I think that's just one part, a small piece in a capsule of a statement that was made that probably you shouldn't even made. To be truth be told, but I understand part of the dynamic because I see some of the vitriol. Some of it is really offensive. It's crazy.
It is. Granted that it is. Like, I'm not gonna say that people don't go after her because they do. They do. Like, I do. You know, I try to focus on the boxing shit, but people do go after her. It just seems an odd reason to look forward to motherhood because of what your haters are gonna say.
The fuck?
The fuck? Like. Huh? All right.
She know people want to push her butt. And I think that Flint water fucked up. Drinking it
fucked
over
up.
the years going up.
That's not funny. Motherfuckers.
No, but honestly, bro, just being honest, like let's say you have a daughter, right? Let's
Yeah,
say she's 30, 31. She's still gonna be a daughter. Would you be okay her trying to get pregnant by a 50-year-old man that's married?
bro. That's
Y'all don't know enough of the backstory. She got every right to be happy, and he got every right to be happy. The truth be told.
no, look,
Bro,
everybody.
Remy
No,
Ma
no,
been
20
listen,
tripping
years
no,
for
apart.
years,
listen.
bro. Remy Ma
That's
been
not.
tripping for
No, no,
years. Don't get me
Brim.
started with that
No,
shit.
no, you're filibustering and you're
I'm not
fucking the shit up.
filibustering. I was
Because
involved
that's
with
not.
Battle
He
Rap
didn't
Boston.
say
I
that
know
they
what was
don't have a
happening
right to be
4 years
happy.
ago,
That's
before
not
y'all
what
we knew
undefeated
about them
said.
two talks.
Bro, that's
Undefeated
not
asked you as a father, if you had a daughter and she grew up to be 31, would you want her to get pregnant by a 50-year-old man who's still married?
that's what I said, Brim. I didn't say nothing about her being not happy. It's would you be okay with it as a father, bro? That's all I'm asking Jules.
This is a blanket statement with no context. Hell no.
He gave me all the fucking context in the world.
No, the
No, man,
context
that's
is
not
Remy Ma was
something.
already fucking with a whole nother nigga five years
Bro,
ago.
I know that, but the
Easy the
thing is,
block captain, bro.
Oh, oh,
Battle rap.
no,
What is you
listen,
winning the league?
I hear you, but
Doing
I'm
goofy
saying that
shit.
even with all the context of Remy's really the bad guy in the story, and Papoose, he just want to love, he just want to live, right, and all that shit. You still don't want your kid to be wrapped up in all that bullshit. Like, yeah, this is what you aspire to.
Okay, let me say
Yeah,
no,
they
but
Joe
let me say
Budden.
that
He's got a podcast. Go ahead, Leo.
You
no,
know,
we have to start to thinking most of the time, 99% of the time, and to me that includes Clarissa Shields. People do their best. They try their best to improve their circumstances, to not be alone, to try to be happy. And Clarissa Shields is not exempt of that shit. So if he is with whatever the fuck he is right now, it's because that's the best she could get. If she is happy, who gives a fuck? Now,
Oh, she's happy.
if she's gonna is she gonna have problems in the future? I think so, because it's a complicated situation to be. But if it could be with another guy, she will, but she can't. That's it. I
yo,
I
parent
thought he,
teacher.
yo, I thought he was helping her out. It doesn't sound like you didn't finish that way.
Yo, can you imagine a parent teacher conference night? And they'll be like, hey, she walks in with Papoose, they'll be like, hey, it's parent conference night, not grandparents' day. Fuck a
Yes,
50-year-old.
yo, let me
like
tell you
the shit is
something.
Man, cut it out.
crazy.
Papoose probably move better than all you motherfuckers. And how old are y'all? Fuck out of here.
Man, that dude is
Nah,
up
but
there, bro.
yo,
He's 51
33.
years old.
Papoose is
let me
my
tell you,
age, dog.
if you read between the lines, she says these hoes are gonna be mad. She really was meaning Remy because her child gonna be related to Remy's child. So Remy's gonna be mad. If you read between the
Remy's
lines,
going.
that's what she meant.
I dig it, but like the other thing is that Remy not gonna be mad. You getting her hand-me-down dick. That's secondhand dick.
Nah, it's not that. Nah, she tight, dog. Remy
Bro,
Ma
a hand
tight.
me down dick is
Remy Ma
crazy.
tight. Remy Ma downgraded, dog. Just keep it a
no,
bean.
I have a
That's a
question.
second
He
hand rape job.
downgraded like a motherfucker.
Bro, that hey
I don't know.
man.
Look,
Fuck
I
out
don't
of
know
here.
about you, Julius, but I'm going to ask you, the other members of the panel, do you follow female acquaintances on Instagram, on Facebook? Do you follow his stories, their pictures? Because these pictures, they are always talking about these other pictures, these hypothetical, imaginary pictures that they're hating on her. All the time. Why do you? I see a bitch like 16 years old, 17 years old. Some of these girls, why do you have so many enemies? What's happening?
Y'all want to know y'all want to know something crazy, bro? Something crazy. Hold on. Shields was born in 95.
Yeah.
Papooses first kid was born in 96. So yo,
Yo.
your new mom's gonna be the same age as you. Like
Yo.
that's like
Oh
Gross.
shit. Papoose
That's
son is like
And you know what's sad, bro? Clarissa's a pretty girl. She's
yeah.
talented. She's pretty. Like I said,
And she got a
at
fat
150,
ass.
at 154, at 160, yeah, she could get it. I'm like, why are you with this guy? Like, you couldn't get nothing better?
Nah, for real, bro. I'd put my thumb in her butt.
I'll pipe. I'll pipe.
Go ahead, Herb.
now but Papoose daughter is flaming, just like she's not flaming like Ghostface son is, but she's flaming and Papoose is ashamed.
Hey, bro, that's some rap shit, bro. That's just that rap shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit, but you know what I'm saying? It's a blade. Shing. You know what I'm saying? It's just some shing, shing, shing. You know what I mean? But look, man, it is what Leo said. People do the best they can, and I mean, really, that's all any of us do. We do the best we can. You know,
Wu-Tang man ain't nothing to fuck with.
Wu-Tang.
Hey, yo,
Wu-Tang man is something to fuck with.
I just realized that
Wu-Tang,
Ghostface's son RZA is uncle to that guy.
Damn.
According to the Wu-Tang Saga series, Ghostface had a baby with RZA's sister. So RZA's the uncle of that thing. God damn.
God damn. Imagine a family reunion. Shit. Yeah. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know, there's a lot of talk about Canelo Alvarez bringing someone new in the corner. Can you guys see that happening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He needs
no, but it needs to happen. Bring in Freddie.
Brim,
Freddie's not
Brim?
bad for
what do you see in your Connecticut crystal ball? Because the air is cleaner in Connecticut.
Nothing will happen.
Nothing will change.
Nothing will change. He will stay. He will stay with his guy and give it another fight. And if the result, I don't think he's changing.
How many of you guys out there think that he needs a change, though? Do you guys think he needs a change? Like, yeah, like you got to do something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Country,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, I didn't say nothing.
Well, that's why I said go ahead.
I didn't say anything. I didn't have nothing to say. I was listening.
So you don't want to go
Well,
ahead?
then say something, God damn it.
Okay, something.
Tell him shut the
You
fuck
fucking
Shut
up.
the
bullshit.
fuck up, country.
Fucking
Yeah, man. I didn't even say shit.
Yesterday he's mad because he can't talk. I give him the fucking shit taken. Well, I didn't say nothing.
Oh, it was nothing.
Yes, this is how you guys fuck with me. The minute I have something to talk about, I get talked over. The minute I don't, then you fuck with me. Yeah, that's swear to God.
Oh shit! But now, I mean, I'm ambivalent, guys, because I'm like, if you being with Eddie got you to the point where anyone is paying you $150 million for a single fight, let alone all the other money you made, it's hard for me to look at that and say, yeah, yo, they fucked up. Something got to change. Something got to change. You know?
Do not compare the fighting style with the purse, bro. That has nothing to do with that shit. Nothing.
It
You
kind
getting
of
your ass
does.
whooped. No, it doesn't, bro. No, it doesn't.
I mean, what do we
Nothing.
think? That because Crawford did that, guys are going to go in there and start taking Canelo's lunch money?
Okay, well, what does the fact of his earnings have to do with him looking like ass?
That you won most of the fights you had. And
How
that
much did-
the fighter that beat you was not an ordinary fighter.
Yeah, but that what you're saying about the money, bro, that has nothing to do with it. You need help. You need to bring in Freddie. I wouldn't even mind Abel Sanchez, bro. Go ahead, bring him in there.
Abel Sanchez.
Yeah, bro, it's better than fucking Mexican Virgil Hunter. Bro,
Yo, dog, you just don't like Eddie Reynoso at this point, bro. Like, you just don't like that. You're like, damn, dog.
I don't. Yeah, you know what? Fuck Eddie. I like
The
Chepo.
coaches that can give him a better output, like somebody looking at him throwing punches.
Bro,
Did
did you see that Robert Garcia interview? Well, his
I did.
yeah, and I'm like, I agree with Robert, bro. What the fuck happened? I understand that Bud needed to walk on water. That motherfucker was dancing on it. He was doing
The
whatever he
motherfucker was
wanted to.
moonwalking on
He
water.
was moonwalking like Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
he was.
Yeah, but I guess that a lot of
Fucker
the
stood on his
advice,
toes and did the hee hee.
I feel like a lot of the advice is dispensed.
he grabbed his crotch and shit.
Motherfucker was thriller
Leaned
walking in that
Leaned
bitch.
all at like fucking 60, 90 degrees and shit.
All right, shut the fuck up, country.
Oh, you shut the fuck up, Jules. Don
I
Culero.
feel like a lot of the advice that we dispense or that people dispense generally in boxing is operating on the assumption that things are going to be perfect. You know, that, oh, well, ideally you bring in the new trainer and you never lose to Crawford and nothing ever happens and your horse starts shitting out rainbows and laser shoot. Like, nah, I mean, like, yeah, you're going to lose some fights. You lost. Does that is that Eddie's fault you lost? I don't think so. I think it's your fault.
No, but it's like I said, bro. At some point, you just have to concede that Crawford is the better fighter. You know,
Yeah.
you can't even ask questions like, "Well, what could Canelo have done better?" Motherfucker, pray.
Are you
Could've
still
prayed.
fucking mad that I asked that? I'm the one who asked that. Well, what could he have done better?
Don't take it up the ass. It's not
You,
personal.
you the one who say you the one who's the only thing you can do is hit him with a chair, and then you ask what could he have did. You told us what he could have did.
Well, I know, because I thought you guys might have an answer. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I don't know, maybe they know something I don't. You know?
I want to see a rematch though, for sure.
I think Julius got mad as fuck. I said that shit.
Hold on, did you just say you said you're not the smartest guy in the room? How many times you told us to shut the fuck up because you're the smartest person? What the fuck's
I
going on?
told you to shut the fuck up because I'm rude, not because I'm smart.
No, you said that before. You said you're from another planet. I'm smarter than all
All right,
you.
you know what? Y'all can shut the fuck up now.
The country, go ahead.
Eunice Hernandez said, "Bud Shawshank Canelo."
I mean,
Funny.
yeah, but I guess the thing is
Let
that
me guess. I interrupted you for that, right?
no. I guess the thing is that it's like
The fuck is everyone so sensitive today?
country, you know.
Fuck you, real talk, you bitch.
Oh, fuck you, nigga.
You know who I haven't heard anything from in a while. You know, fuck you. Shit. Okay. Fuck you, Brim, because I haven't heard anything from you in a while.
Yeah.
I guess I feel like they're asking for too much. That's the feeling that I have. That like, oh, now we gotta add to the corner, the Canelo corner. When most of us were favoring him to win that fight. I was, Brim was, and as soon as everything goes wrong, oh well, now we all have the fucking answer. Now, yeah, you gotta get Robles in there, man. You gotta get fucking Abel Sanchez in there. It's like, nah, look, the guy lost the fight. I don't think he loses every fight, but he lost that one.
Yeah, if we are talking about adding something to Canelo's team, I think we all know what could be at.
Meldonium.
No, yeah, snack problem. Something that can improve his performance, yeah, or something that helps him in his physical preparation.
I'm asking y'all 3 quick
Maybe
questions
that.
and 1 quick answers. Canelo versus
Go ahead,
Billy,
bro.
who wins?
Say it again.
Canelo versus Billy, who wins?
I still go Canelo.
Canelo. Yeah,
Who else?
And
Come on,
Billy.
hurry up.
Barely.
Okay.
I'll go Canelo.
Okay, keep on going.
Ah, damn. Who the fuck is
Somebody's disassembling a Glock over there.
who's opening the condom?
That's 3-1. Hold up, I need the rest. Let me see. 1, 2,
Come
3,
on,
4.
country shit.
I got 3 more votes needed. Canelo and Billy.
I go
But you
Canelo.
don't want to talk.
Canelo.
Oh, I got Canelo, man.
All right, 6-1. There you go. Okay, Canelo, Lester Martinez.
Tougher fight.
Yeah.
Tougher fight. I don't know. Tougher fight.
At this, I don't know. At
Don't
this
be a
age,
bitch,
Lester might
Jules.
get him this age.
It's
Okay.
a tougher fight, bro. It's a tougher fight.
Hey.
I'm gonna go Canelo.
I'll favor Canelo on experience.
Yeah, I think the kind of people that are gonna give him problems is gonna be someone like Pacheco.
Yeah, long range
I'm waiting for
guy.
your
He's gonna-
answer. I didn't ask for Pacheco, motherfucker. Pick who?
No, let's
Leo, sorry. Lil, I did-
I'm sorry, you're talking about Lesser. I think I still favor Canelo.
Okay.
Because Lesser is either he's gonna back down and try to counterpunch, or is gonna try to pressure. I think Canelo is better at
Both.
Okay, I got a few more votes left. Come on.
I'm going with Lester, man. I look at some of Lester highlights from his back in the day. He punched just like how Canelo used to punch. So I'm gonna go
Okay,
with Lester.
we got 3 more, I think.
Don?
What if Canelo brought in Derek
I'm
James?
cooking shrimp here, Canelo.
That's even worse. Derek James
Bro, Derek James.
punches.
Oh,
What
hell
Yo,
yeah.
the fuck?
Well, you cooking? You was cooking shrimp while you thought of that. Well, give me one more.
I think you
All right,
got
fuck.
everybody. No, I think
All
you
right,
got
cool.
everybody.
Then okay, now Canelo versus Pacheco.
Throw another shrimp on the Barbie.
Look, that's a tough fight, man.
Answer the question, motherfucker.
I'm going
Hey,
with Canelo.
fuck you. I'm not answering shit.
Deep thoughts about Jack Hanley. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Quit riding the fence, bro.
Who you got, real talk?
He passing the buck.
My bad. I'm cooking. Who was that?
Canelo Pacheco.
Oh, I'll go Canelo. Pacheco's still green.
Yep. I got Canelo.
I got Pacheco, bro. Pacheco.
He had to get next to fucking the other guy. Glad fight.
Undefeated is doing the thing where he's gonna pick everybody to beat Canelo, and as soon as Canelo wins a fucking fight, watch what he does.
Bro, it's just
Canelo's
okay,
back.
bro. If Crawford was like maybe an inch taller, now you're talking about a 6'3" in his motherfucking prime with a long jab.
But they have what people look. What I think people are not understanding is, a lot of those fighters have bad habits. You know that, right? They have subtle bad habits. They hold their feet longer. They hold their feet longer, for example, than Crawford. Their combinations.
Could you do me a favor? I need everybody to do me a favor. Y'all talking about Canelo get a new trainer, and I gave you 3 fighters, and the majority picked Canelo. Shut the fuck up about his trainer and let him just work on what he work on and go to the next fight. Y'all picking him to beat all these other fucking guys other than Bud, and y'all talking about get a new trainer. Shut the fuck up.
It's not fucking me, Brim.
I'm just saying in totality. No particular one person. It's anybody that's thinking that.
Shout out to George. Dillian
I
White
didn't think
versus
Canelo was that
Jerome
bad in
Miller
the fight. I think Bubba's
in
on the
kickboxing. Bro, I don't even know if fucking Jerome Miller could lift his leg, dog. Like kickboxing.
Breathing.
I'm saying, like, George, shut the
fuck up, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But
Crazy.
Brim, you did make the point that I was trying to make, though. That's what I was trying to say. That like the majority of other fights that are out there for Canelo, people would still favor him to win those fights, and he would likely win those fights because everybody's not Crawford. To the point that Real Talk made. At some point, you have to acknowledge that, bro. It's not all this shit. It's that Crawford is good. That's all. Crawford did that because he's that good.
Yeah, what people need to understand about Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, what happened there is not only Crawford was the better boxer, is he didn't allow Canelo to establish a rhythm, so that made him even worse than he diminished Canelo Alvarez.
He made Canelo work for everything he got.
Yeah.
He had to exert energy and push forward to get his work, and that makes it harder for him. So he exert energy. And Billy, he ain't got to do all that. I mean,
Yes,
Pacheco is not as smart as Bud Crawford in the ring, so he's going to probably make a mistake and leave it open where Canelo can go to work. What about Hamza Shiraz? I mean, do y'all think? I mean, that's probably do anybody got Shiraz over Canelo?
I don't.
Nope.
No, I don't.
I got Hamza, bro.
I don't have it over Canelo, but I don't think Canelo is knocking everyone out.
Okay, you know what this means then? He's fighting Eubanks if Eubanks wins his next fight.
Let's go. Eubank in London. Let's go, man.
I think Canelo I think Shiraz would do good against Canelo until he didn't,
So Canelo's fighting Eubank next. Watch.
Eubank, he stops Eubank. Fucking Liam Smith stopped Eubank, so let's cut the fucking malarkey. Hamza, I don't trust Pakistani chins, and I stand on that square. I don't trust Pakistani chins. I think Lester, if he beats Lester, it's by decision. If he beats Lester. I'm not sure that he knocks out Mobili. I'll say that. Mobili surprised me with how many uppercuts he was able to take. in that
Yeah, that
Martinez
dude's.
fight.
Yeah, he's got a pretty decent chin.
He's got a fucking good chin because he got hit with a lot of them shits and he wouldn't go down, and he wouldn't let off, and he wouldn't go down. So there's that.
Dillian White would have got knocked out
Hey.
so many times.
He would have got knocked out watching that shit.
What about hey Jules? Hey Jules, what do you think
Yeah,
about
country.
What do you think about Hamza and Eubank?
I mean, no. If it were Hamza and Eubank, I'd go Hamza. Their chins, country, especially Eubank used to have a chin. He did used to have a chin, but he's getting on now. You know, he got knocked out by Liam Smith, and I think I think Hamza would stop him. I think Hamza would stop him. You can't trust either of their chins. So what else have you got to go for? I think
But
Hamza
Eubank would be a little more comfortable at 168 probably.
Yeah, so will Hamza though.
Well, Hamza already showed that he's got some comfort. I mean, even though it was against the king and the
power
world.
though, and power. Who's got the bigger punch, Brim? Hamza. I think Hamza would stop Eubank. I think he would stop Eubank. I do. And you remember, country, Eubank got offered that fight. He didn't want to do it. They offered him that fight 2 years ago. He didn't want to do it. So I mean that kind of tells you what it is. Boots versus Virgil, gentlemen. 2026.
I like Virgil.
One for Virgil.
One for Boots.
One for Boots.
I'll go Boots.
I'm gonna go Boots too because Boots is the size difference.
3 Boots.
I'm gonna go Boots because I don't think Virgil hits as hard as he hits solid, and I think Boots' chin ain't gonna be soft like that. So when it comes down to it, I think Boots is gonna get the win.
4 Boots, 4-1. No more Virgil people. No more Virgil people. There it is. That settles it.
Caesar says he got boots.
Yeah.
Caesar's got boots. That's 5. Nobody's picking Virgil for that. What did Virgil do to let everyone down?
He signed with Oscar.
Not shoot for a title.
Yeah.
With Austin.
And that went over Boachuk is aging like fucking cheese.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit is aging like fucking produce.
You know, and some people will say this. I need you to put look. This is what some people say when it comes to the victory.
It's aging like Michael.
Okay,
Gay.
Quotation marks.
Quote unquote. Quote unquote.
Brim looks like a Ninja Turtle.
But it is a quote unquote one.
I'm a hero in a wholesale motherfucker.
That's how I grab titties with 2 fingers.
Brim looks like a Ninja Turtle.
You know what I'm saying? It was a quote unquote win.
You look like you was born in East LA.
Hey, Jules, I just want the truth as asking you, would Virgil beat a Boss Baru?
You know, that's honestly, bro. I legitimately, I don't know. Abbas Baru he's tested at this weight. You understand? He didn't move up from nothing. That's his weight. Virgil, I don't. That's a dog fight.
Didn't they just elevate him?
What about Boots? That's who I think who's going to get that fight next.
Didn't they just elevate Abbas Baru, Jules?
I think
yeah. But the thing is, Boots got the style for Baru though. Is the thing that Boots is gonna box and punch, move and punch, work off the counter. Virgil is gonna fight fire with fire. I don't know that you can outdog that guy, bro. I'm not saying you can't. I don't know if you can though.
His gas tank.
So you think Boots beats him? If you think Boots beats him, Boots gonna be the WBA champ.
No, I didn't say that. I said that Boots has the style. Boots does have the style for it. We know what kind of guys make Boots look good. Overly aggressive guys like Roman Villa. Those are the guys that make him look good. Guys that he don't got to chase him around the ring. They don't move that much.
He can dance and shake his ass in front of him.
Yeah, he could twerk in front of him, do some shit. But if he got if he's in there with a boxer, that's gonna be a different kettle of fish. Now if Baru fight him like he fought Ioannis Tellez, okay, that's half the battle for Boots. The question is, can Boots handle the pressure? And none of us know that. We don't know that. You might unravel.
Baru gas tank is crazy.
I'm predicting that fight to be late February, early March.
Could be, yeah, if you take care of Adriano Lima.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at this point, I think I have more questions about Virgil's chin than Boots.
Really?
Because you were getting rocked at welterweight. I know Boots is kind of easy to hit, but I never seen Boots really woozy in the way that I have seen Virgil woozy after
That's
a couple
true.
of solid punches.
That's true. They both took some shots at 147. They both did.
I think
Mean Machine didn't Mean Machine drop Virgil?
buckled him
It
like
wasn't an official knockdown,
stabbed
but
him.
yeah, it went down.
Virgil gas tanking on like
About
good.
as much as he knocked down Crawford.
Yeah.
Now I think Virgil be burning his gas tank out too quick. He be bombing too much. Gas tank be shot. That's how he came up like that with the Boachuk thing. He burned out fast. He be putting too much in.
Now y'all see that Yanni Beck potentially has 2 fights on the horizon. Who knows which one it's gonna be, right?
Right.
Because he's saying he gonna fight Lara, but the rumor is he gonna fight Carlos, right? I think I know which fight all of you prefer. The one that I prefer, the Adames fight. Who has Adames winning that fight? No one, I guess. No.
Nope.
That settles that.
I never really watched Johnny Bet. Really, I never really watched him. But if he's like basic, like you say he is, Jules, like a robotical,
He is robotic.
Carlos might can beat him. You never know.
The shit with him is he's a 1-2 fighter. He's a 1-2 for like, bro. He's gonna 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, dog. That's what he's gonna do. It ain't a lot to him. He's gonna 1-2 and 1-2. But Adames Chin, I don't trust. That's my thing. I don't trust Adames Chin. I don't trust you. You get in with that 2.
Yeah.
You get in with that 2, you might go out.
Yeah, but he stays rather busy though. Adonis, he does stay busy, keep busy per round. So I don't know. I couldn't really even just call that one.
I'm going with Yanni Beck, but yeah, there's room because Yanni Beck is not remarkable. You know what I mean? He's not Gennady. He's not Gennady. You know, he's Family Dollar Gennady.
Honestly, if you're talking about Johnny Beck against Lara, I'm gonna go with Lara.
You're fucking crazy. You and Brim. Brim has Lara winning the fight. You know, Brim has Lara winning the fight.
Yeah, someone tells me that you're gonna fuck up.
Why doesn't he win?
Lara's too fucking old, bro. That dude is. Yo, look at Greg Vendetti, Cornflake Lamana, Danny Garcia. This is what he's been doing for like 4 years, bro.
Damn. He came a long way from greatness too.
He's well preserved. He's well preserved.
Yeah.
He's well preserved.
Only reason that motherfucker stayed winning is look who he was fighting, bro. And it's a year in between all them fights too. It ain't even like he been getting busy like that.
So it sounds like he on the Bud Crawford diet.
So Jules,
he preserved like a mug.
He has a WBA
and wins, man.
Say it again, country.
What happens if he sits up there and fucks around and wins?
Well, if my aunt had what kind of question is that? Well, what if he wins? What if Sidney Sweeney has a nipple slip? Like,
I want to know what your reaction or feelings are if he wins.
I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Laura got the WBA.
Yeah, he got the BA.
Yeah, that's a PBC thing there.
Yep, they're not going to do that though. Nobody on this planet that we live on is going to pay for Adames versus Lara. No one.
No.
On Earth. No. Otherwise, they would have made that shit already. This is the reason they ain't make that shit. Y'all got them both. The fuck y'all waiting for? Y'all know. Ain't nobody trying to see that shit.
Right.
It's just costing a little bit more money for Adames and Yanni Beck.
It's better.
They may even be.
But let's go Turkey. Let's go Turkey.
It's better. It's better. PBC is basically Rent-A-Center. They rent a fighter. Like they'll rent Turkey, one of them guys. They get their percentage out of the fighter purse without having to spend no money.
Mm-hmm.
You get that 10%, that 3, 5, whatever, that 10%, they good, you know? But you don't make no money making Lara fight Adames. Yeah, that's gonna cost y'all money, but it ain't gonna make y'all money. Shout out to George. Fantasy fight. Prince Nassim versus John Riel Casimiro at one. Come on, dog. How the fuck is that a fantasy, dog? Who the fuck fantasizes about that? Who the fuck, man?
That's a
Casimiro.
lot of imagination.
At
But
118.
the thing that bothers me about Lara is why Golovkin didn't fault him.
I'm gonna be real. I think that Golovkin didn't fight him because I had Golovkin beating him, right? I'm not gonna make excuses for Golovkin. Maybe he should have fought him, right? But when Golovkin said that I would go down 154, like, come on, like, let's not be fucking retarded. He was talking about Floyd. He wasn't talking about the Cuban fighter that ain't worth nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody knew that when he said that he would come down to 54, it was for Floyd, not for the random Cuban that has no marquee value. You know?
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Lara moved up to middleweight chasing Golovkin, really.
I remember that, yeah, right before Golovkin retired, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
That title is a title that Golovkin vacated.
Yeah.
So that's my question. Why didn't fight him?
Because he retired? Because he retired?
Yeah, but okay. I did favor him at that time to win that fight because Lara was old, he didn't have any legs. But he still he wasn't his
Look, we can be angry. Look, and this is why I maintain Golovkin has a paper thin resume. You can like the way he fights, you can find him entertaining, but there's not a lot of meat and potatoes in that resume. There ain't. Like, Brody, you found time for Vanez Martirosyan. No time. You like, you know what I mean? Yo, we wouldn't have to deal with fucking Andre and his fucking driveway if you would have just. He would have beat Andre. Like, I don't
Yeah,
have to
no, you would have beat the brakes off
Andre.
Andre.
Beat the fuck out of him, dog. But that's the story of Golovkin. You didn't fight guys that most people favored you to beat Lara. They favored you to beat Andre, but you didn't fight them.
It's almost like the moment you were worth something, you start like picking very carefully your fights. Because before the Canelo fight, you were fighting dogs in the street, whatever.
Yeah.
Because people didn't want to fight you.
No, you couldn't look at it. You couldn't look at him cross on the train. He would have fought you. You couldn't do nothing with him. You couldn't do nothing with him. He's looking for all the smoke. But it's true that after he started making a little bit of money, you know, he started acting like a prima donna. Keep it real.
Yeah.
Vanez Martirosyan, bro. You found time for that fucking guy? Wow. It's a thin resume, man. Like, Golovkin is, hand on heart, simultaneously one of the most entertaining fighters to watch of the last 15 years, but also one of the most overrated. Remember, they had him at number 1 after the Lemieux fight. They put him at number 1. To me, that was insanity then. Like, bro, he beat a random Canadian with a bad haircut. That makes him number 1? That's crazy.
Maybe the random Canadian outweighed him for like 20, 30 pounds.
He's this fucking asshole.
Nah, fuck you, Leo. That was good.
You know, and I enjoyed every minute of that ass whooping, but that was a thing in 2015 and 2016. They rated him. I remember Ring Magazine had him there, ESPN, and I'm like, yo, y'all bugging, like, bro, and the Marvin Hagler comparisons is like, yo, get out of it. Marvin had over 30-something fights before he even got to fight for a belt. How the fuck y'all comparing Golovkin to him? It was crazy shit. He is simultaneously one of the most entertaining, but also one of the most overrated fighters of the last 15 years, bar none. Like, bro, if you could have fought Lara, though. You could have. You could have fucking fought Andre. And if you did, I know you would have beat him, and we wouldn't have to deal with him now. You know?
Don God. But we would never got to get the fuck out of here.
Beat him, though.
Yeah, but if Golovkin would have fought him, Brim, it would have been a unification match because Golovkin had what was it? He had the IBF, I think it was, and Andre had the BO. Would have been a unification match.
Yeah.
Or if it was well, I don't want to jeopardize the Murata fight. Okay, fight Murata for his BA. You got the BF and the BA. Go unify with Andre after that. Like we could have got that fight. Is the moral of the story? We should have got that fight. We should have got that fight.
He'd rather go beat blood out of Gay Rosado. Fuck it.
For real, right? Blood transfusion. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back after these commercial messages.
Does your ass itch?
Fuck you, Brim.
Well, child, anyway.
What are you asking?
No, you said this commercial breaks. I was starting a commercial.
Holy shit.
He's starting to add for his Brim Job products.
Oh,
on
man.
sale too. Lord have mercy.
Hey, have you been on IBFP lately?
But somebody told me today he hasn't been live since Monday. But see, I moved and I'm doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So
Yeah, I haven't seen him around at all. I mean, I've been looking, but I don't. Usually he's on in the afternoon stuff, but I ain't seen him around.
I guess I'll hit him up and see if he's all right, if he's kicking it.
He's probably busy.
I can understand that. For real though. I'm just trying to take it easy for a hot minute, but tomorrow back to action. But I gotta go back to work tomorrow too, so but I ain't sweating it. But I'm looking forward to some good. I hope the Adamas and Yanni back in today, because that being the co-main and T.O. and Shakur, that's solid. That's solid.
We got anything for next weekend?
What is next weekend?
Hold on, I'll look it up and tell you.
I don't think it's anything Flavor.
Let's see. Next weekend's the 27th, right?
Yeah.
We got McComb versus Crocker. It's in England, Sheffield. That'll be on at 11 in the morning on DAZN.
Oh my God.
We got Lopez versus Henderson, and that's going to be on YouTube actually at 3:30 p.m. And then we got starting at 5. We got ladies fight Clavel versus Kudos.
Dobson's fighting.
That's going to be on the DAZN. Let me see who's on the undercard. Oh shit! They only got 2.
Shut the fuck up. Mirage says IBFP is depressed.
Yeah, Tam Theobald,
You're fucking
Gina
bitch.
Mazzotta, and Kim Clavel. They only got 2.
Tam Timo fight?
Yeah, Tam Theobald. Let me look at the undercard for
Stanley on his fight next week.
Yeah, but he's not listed here. Let me see. Damn. On the McComb Crocker, they're only showing 2.
You need to go to Box Live if you want to see like what was.
Well, no, I got boxing showtimes. They usually show all the schedule of everybody.
No, but since Stanley is fighting in his hometown Lithuania.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I don't know.
McAnese,
Tyson Gallagher, and Ellie.
Stanionis, remember he said that he could sell out in Lithuania, so expect a packed arena.
Oh,
yep. Damn. Marcus Brown is fighting.
Oh, he's fighting Brandon Glenn.
Correct.
He's not fighting his wife again?
That should be good.
That fight is in Nigeria.
Wow.
All right, the one Lopez versus Henderson. Yeah. That's the one that's on at 3:30 in the afternoon. That's not. Let me see. The main card, the co-main event is Najee Lopez and Calvin Henderson.
Pro box.
Or no, that's the main event, I think. Jeremy Hill and Christian Chacon. Super welterweight Emiliano Moreno versus Raul Garcia. Super lightweight, 8 rounds. Jorge De Jesus versus Anthony Cuba. They got a lot of 8 and 6 rounder and 4 rounders on here. So it's like fighters we don't really know very well.
Is that on ProBox?
It's on YouTube.
That's ProBox.
The next known fighter outside of the little Stanley Illness, is Boots on the 11th, then Parker and
It doesn't.
Warley.
Okay, yeah, it says YouTube Pro Box. Okay, because on the title it just said YouTube. So, but you're right, it's Pro Box.
Because I know Najee Lopez is a Pro Box fighter.
That's going to be on Saturday, September 27th at 3:30 p.m. I'm surprised. Usually they're on in the middle of the week.
Yeah, right. I think they doing bad by going to Saturday.
But the thing is, the reason why it might not be bad to go Saturday is because boxing ain't got big events every Saturday. So why can't they still cover the concert?
Well, they could fill in the gap.
Friday, usually there's something on Saturday.
They can do a little bit of everything because again, there's not a big boxing event every Saturday, so they can probably be to slide into about 15 Saturdays a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they show up when there's big fights, when there's good fights on the zone. They always like to show up. And I'd be like saying, I could use this box, this is right here, but not right now. So they be showing up on the wrong time on Saturday nights.
Yeah, it's probably sometimes because they're going on when it's a quality event. But if it's event Unbiased Rim versus Taco Bell, man, you're not going to be really caring that much about it. So they need to do events on the slow weeks. They need to pay attention to what's going on with the other promotional brands and their time slots and find their proper time slots to fill in. So they can do good events on the weekend where there's no competition for them. There's enough open dates where they can do that, still do midweek stuff too, like they normally do. You can do a good night. They can do a nice little quality mix. They need someone to be paying attention to the schedules and matchmaking and setting up the schedules around that.
You know what I want Turkey to give a show at Yankee Stadium.
Do what at Yankee Stadium?
Give a Yankee Stadium.
I just want the truth. I just want the truth. Says look out for that Eye of the Tiger card on October 10th.
Oh yeah, that's the one with Michaela Mayer, isn't it? Mary Spencer versus Michaela Mayer for WBA junior middleweight title. Keep him busy.
He said Team Tebow fight this weekend too.
Yeah, she's about to fight on Friday. On Friday, that's gonna be a good card. Actually, that's gonna be a good card.
Wait, you said Michaela Mayer junior middle?
Yes, she moving up.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, she look bad. She look good.
She not gonna. I mean, like what I like about her is she really don't waste time. Like fighters all are parakeets. They all say the same shit, but she actually means it. Like, I ain't wasting time waiting for Lauren. Y'all ain't got no money for me, so I'm gonna go do this. And I can't get mad at that. She gonna beat the Canadian. She'll beat her. That's gonna be a good fight.
Hey, Joe, on October 18th, Juarez and Plata are fighting.
Yeah, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. That's a real good fight, actually. And I got Plata winning. And if she wins, she fights the Argentinian, and that'll be a fight of the year candidate. Those two. That'll be a fight of the year candidate. Like that's an underrated fight. Like a lot of the women's fights. You don't gotta beg them to throw punches. Those two, you don't gotta beg them. They're gonna do that. I just uploaded the highlight of Bermudez knocking out the Canadian. It's a tough week for Michael, It's a tough week. Alexis lost. Sarah lost. Mary's about to lose. It's hard out here. It's hard. But that's the way it is. And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Anything you want to add, country?
Nah.
You got nothing to say?
I think we're doing good.
Fucking prick, man. All right, gentlemen. On that note, I'm gonna call it a night early. I'm gonna go to sleep. I got the next episode of the Relay lined up, and I will see you motherfuckers when I see you.
Night, fellas.
Peace.
Y'all suckers slow.